Hello, and welcome to this lovely evening on a Tuesday. Welcome again to the lovely Talent League, as we're here to provide you with another match for us today. And joining me today, as you all surely aware and surely have seen hopefully before, is my dear friend, Reference. How you doing, my dear friend?
Hello. I'm doing good. Didn't have a whole lot to do this week, so I'm pretty calm right now. I'm excited to be casting this game. I picked up this game in Talent League because I didn't really have much else to do, and I felt like casting Pretorian because I think watching Pretorian is really worth it out of a lot of the teams here.
Uh, you, you and I both know them for certain by a lovely dear. Oh, sure, we're just not gonna reference just for the sake of since I'm here home field, it's the king house here, obviously. But then again, for everyone who's wondering what's going on today, well, we're still continuing our Titan series and we're still continuing the run of a few certain teams. And well, today for you, at the best out of three, we got to show for you all Pretorian versus Machine Soldiers. And well, despite us going through the mapmans earlier and pretty much me not being surprised at all and being rather more pissed off, but I think you can explain why.
I can definitely explain why. The first map we're going to, we've seen it a lot here in the Titan series. We've seen it a lot in, you know, the
In
league in
general,
general. Yeah, outside of Titan series. First map is Oregon. It's a very standard map. It's a very simple to set up map. So a lot of teams choose to go for it. I don't really understand it because I think it's fallen out of meta quite a while ago, and I would prefer to see other maps, especially with the turn of attackers being more important now with attacker repick and everything. Would like to see something like a bank, but no, we're going to Oregon and then we're going to Clubhouse, and if it happens to be, we might go to a decider of Chalet. These are the three most standard maps currently, the three most easy to set up and attack and defend. I'm kind of disappointed with the teams, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Praetorian is comfortable on these maps, and they choose to take machine soldiers to it because, I mean, why not?
why not? Looking a bit now, it seems to be everyone is ready. So without further ado, let's go send it out straight out and see what these two team got for us to show. And well, actually, since we're not gonna see any revolution on the maps, we gonna have to, I would say, pretty much sure see a revolution on on their gameplay, really. So let's say maybe one of those two teams can bring something completely new added to the table, and well, let's see. Otherwise, well, let's disappoint me with the map, or not map bans, but operator bans, and well, and first operator is gonna be banned is
All right.
I
Next
swear
up is
to
going to be
fucking god.
Flores, and then we're going to ban Watan, Mira, and Kaid. I swear, this is going to be the most stock standard Oregon that you've ever seen. There might be a Ying in play, depending on what these teams choose to go with, but this is going to be the most standard executes I think that we're going to see.
Oh, goodness
There it
sake.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly what I said. The most stock bans for Oregon. Flores being taken off the board because, of course, he is powerful on elbow side. Thatcher similarly taken out because he's important for a lot of the walls. He's also important for elbow because he can get rid of that from above, just throwing it on the floor outside. And so both of those gotten rid of means elbow's a bit stronger, which makes basement very strong for this side. And there's the Kaid ban because Thatcher's off the board. You want to get rid of Kaid so you can get hatches open at all,
Hold
unless
on.
you
Let's
want to
see.
unless you want to spend 2 minutes with Maverick. So
Reaper, 4 out of 4. You think you're gonna make it?
if it's a mirror, it's 4 out of 4.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please. And
Yeah, there it
there
is.
you go. We got a winner. Jackpot tonight.
If we were supposed to guess the game from the bans and map, it would be impossible. This is every ranked game ever, and every single T4 game and T3 game. There's no variety here. This is so lazy.
Oh, see, I've been complaining about some of this stuff for many years to come, and well, apparently, obviously, no team is ever gonna watch this shit or decide to obviously mute the stream because why the fuck not? Because we're horrible at our jobs. But hey, still, let's see on how these
Attackers
two are
need to
gonna fare
locate
out
and
and see
defuse
if
as
we
many
might gonna
bombs
see
as
a
they
little bit
can.
of shakeups going on because obviously the more unusual stuff we see, the more exciting it tends to get, or the more anticlimactic as soon as as soon as the, let's say, the out of order, the out of meta operator is gonna get spawn killed, and well, things do happen. But here we go. That's gonna see machine soldiers is gonna start off by going upstairs onto dorms, and well, you see anything that you would consider round breaking?
Absolutely not. There is a Valkyrie on the board, of course. We have the most standard bans, which means that a lot of information game is going to be left open. So that's something that machine soldiers can play around as they start on the defensive half. But other than that, I think this is the most standard and the most broad attacker lineup that we can see. And there's a lot of util burn brought out from machine soldiers. So they're looking to play a slow tactical game of just burning out util in specific positions.
I hate to cut you out, but honestly, like, can we please see the first round of just jump through in the spawn peaks? Because Suki won't for sure definitely try to land some few shots right there in the moment, but I was kind of hoping of the Noxic doing a little jump up, but no, look at this. Flo got him picked it up, and there you go. Our first kill off of this night.
All right, then he's going for an aggressive play over on small tower. So is another member of machine soldiers, but he is caught on the rotate back. He was trying to go for some aggressive plays, then tried to pull himself back, gets caught out on short, and so with a minute off the board, Pretorian have an early advantage, 5v4, and now they're looking to push onto Trophy and take that control. There is a sightline from Trophy over toward Pit, so it's looking like machine soldiers are going to try to hold onto that as Venoms gets a kill onto Flo. So equalizer now with still a minute and 50 on the board.
Well, Venom's definitely making sure he's ready for a little push or for the angle, but Superman is gonna really change. Great position to deny those Ivana charges, but well, ADS gonna be going out. Suki will find one. That's gonna be forever. Who's gonna get taken out? Praetorian and the man disadvantage. Colts is gonna go down as well. Effectively leaving right now only 2 players for the side of Pretorian into play, and Rafa, ooh, he's gonna make the shot on the Venoms, but unfortunately, I believe it's Bombi who will fall. I mean, we pretty much only got Rafa right now here. He's gonna be, well, Discount is gonna confirm the kill onto Colts. But a few shots will fall, and there you go. Suki will wrap this one up, and Machine Soldiers are winning the first round.
Alright, so considering that these were the most standard bans and the most standard map ever, I'm actually impressed with what Machine Soldiers did. It's hard for me to pronounce them today. So they went for an aggressive play on small tower. Yeah, Machine Soldiers. They went for an aggressive play on small tower. Didn't really work out, but they aggressively held on to, Master. And that did really work out for them. There was never any trophy control gained for Pretorian, despite their early pick. And Pretorian just kind of ran headfirst into a wall and just got themselves killed one by one. And so Machine Soldiers take the first round.
Well, let's see if the trend is going to continue by going downstairs. And, well, something tells me a bit. It's looking, well, for one thing is sure, because I'm still an old fuck, and I haven't seen a Warden for a long time. There is a Warden into play, which is, well, highly unusual for my taste. But yeah, and I don't see a shotgun, which pretty much, well, how to say, if you play him, you know, just man up to the SMG-12, just do it.
So I think the Warden is brought out to avoid Pretorian trying to just repick into any sort of Ying. I talked about it in the ban phase. You know, if we have the most standard bans, it means that Ying is in play, and ooh, Bombi's going for an early T3 take. Trying to take out the tower. Ooh, he almost catches that player on the tower side. So early aggression coming in from Bombi, and Tsuki's able to pull himself away. He gets tagged up with 1 bullet, and now he's on the staircase. I think he's probably gonna wait for a drone. As soon as he gets droned, he should try and fall back, just keep himself alive. But I like that early aggression. It's something that we've seen a bit more now. That Amaru going directly into T3. I really like that.
I mean, come on, like, we got Amaru, of course. Right? Let's just say like YOLO and just fuck it up straight up in there, and there you go. The Nazik will find Flo. That's gonna be the Iana off the board, and C4 is gonna get popped, and I don't know what you're trying to find there because there is literally nothing there.
All right, he gets a pick. He aggressively swings onto server, and then
Oh,
he
wait,
just
wait, wait,
drops
wait, wait,
himself
wait.
back down.
Oh. I thought that C4 just was made open for the side of Machine Soldiers, but no. Pretorian looking to create angles with that sledge by Colts now, but... Well, I think Adrian is gonna have a few... Well, he's gonna have a visit here and there soon.
Oh, he doesn't get the... Wait, he does get the drone after... How does he get that drone?
I'll just waffling and just... Well, Forever definitely has the right idea just to pre-fire the corner for sure, but unfortunately, you missed the lovely, just the Noxic, just, well, like, missed them by 5 seconds, something like that.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Anyway, Adrian going down on the defense, Venom still in that elbow, which is surprisingly no attack, no advances made there, but then again, Torn decides to really take it from upstairs, and so far they have been getting great control. The only really problem they had is they're losing flow, and with the time ticking to now 45 seconds, there are still 5 members of Machine Soldiers left, and well, time is ticking, and the time crunch will set in right about now. Bombi will find one, and as same as will Colt, Tsuki, and Adrian will go down, but immediately the Reflex are gonna get out left and right and center. We're down to 2 versus 2, 5 people falling in just in a handful of seconds. As Rafa and Bombi are the only ones left for the side of Pretorian to make the push now. But Machine Soldier still got it locked down pretty tight. The Noxic getting flashed, getting pre-fired. He gonna get taken out by Rafa. It's all down to this guy. Who will find a nice shot out to Bombi? Leaving it all down to Rafa in a 1v1. Rafa needs to plant or needs to find a kill. Time's ticking and times is out, and Machine Soldiers win the second round.
What a tight round. Discount winning that just by the skin of his teeth, just hiding away from the Ibana, trying to chase after him, and he's able to clutch out that round. A beautiful position to be playing in the 1v2. If you're in a 1v2 on that basement, you want to be right there on site, right next to the closet. That's where he was playing, and he's able to find one frag. He's able to hide from the second, and Bombi's not able to find a plant in time, and so Machine Soldiers, they take their second round. They're starting to really build a lead here on this defensive half, which they really should be looking to do. As you know, Oregon, pretty structured map. If Machine Soldiers can get 4, maybe 5 rounds on defense, they're set up very well to win out this first map.
Well, as long as they're gonna win the first bomb side and pretty much rinse and repeat their stuff, then, well, going into 6-0 into their attacks, whew, pressure would be then on, my dear friend.
Yeah, it's now in Pretorian to try and break that cycle. They have to try and win that tertiary so that Machine Soldiers don't just continue, you know, their streak, and Pretorian finally get a round on the board so they can maybe clap back. Maybe they can figure out what Machine Soldiers have been doing the past few rounds, and they can get some of their own momentum building.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
I was gonna wonder what the Noxic was doing, just spinning around, but how the fuck should I know? I'm someone who still plays with controller, because mouse and keyboard, I just can't work it. But yeah.
He's loosening up the muscles. He's just he's getting in the gamer mode.
Sure, he doesn't have like a wireless. Woo! Somebody could say it was pre-calculated, but immediately refragged by Bombi, but Adrian still slices the head off Forever, and there goes the Osa down, and I would say that was a huge pick. Because now we lost a shield on the attacking side, and Machine Soldiers definitely coming out on top with this trade.
Adrian, a beautiful shot, great trade from Bombi, but ultimately that's the Osa down for the count very early on into this meeting attack, and you want the Osa for the execute. So losing her early is like losing a smoke on defense within the first 30 seconds. That's not something you want to do, and Discount makes it even worse as he takes down Bombi. So one of the hard breachers gone. It's all down to Rafa, and Colts holds it down. He gets the Noxic. It's a den down as well. Man count equalized, and Pretorian have the wall open, but there's a shield and quite a bit of utility.
Shield, ADS, laser gauge, everything is still up. Smoke counters are not coming out by Venom. Maybe a tad too early, some could say, considering the timer right now. 1 minute 30 left, but with now everything flying into, maybe right now the best choice they can make. Discount Not really right now in the action either, but he needs to join quickly, and Venoms will... He decides to be bold, and his boldness will definitely work out for him. Colts will fall, leaving it all down to Rafa and Flo right now to still do so. Venom's playing quite dangerously, very close on the side right there as well, right on the entry point, but still fighting on and holding on. Drones are gonna get shot, smoke cannons are still gonna get thrown, but if my count is right, that was his last just predeterminedly, as Rafa is looking to make sure no one's gonna get him from kitchen. But there you go, Flo will find Venoms, but Discount will get Flo. Rafa very low HP, same as Discount, but Suki still has a lot more HP to fight for. And Rafa needs to be careful because that's exactly what's gonna happen. One good shot and will nails him down, and there you go, Machine Soldiers. 3 for 3. One full cycle.
They complete the rotation. They go right back into that first site that they had won previously, as it's now unlocked. Bit of a pause coming in. And I love the early aggression that came out from Adrian, and I really love the way that Venoms played sandbags. That was such a good aggressive hold. He played that position to AT, and he was able to find a frag onto the breach, and that completely opened up the round for MS. And so they're able to complete the rotation. They're able to win meeting. Also, thanks to that Ossa pick very early on. That just, I think Adrian, a huge factor in the round, more than you would think, by the way that the round played out. But Pretorian, they have to find an opening here eventually. Otherwise, they're not going to look so great going into that second half.
Well, from the looks of it right now, it's not looking good for Pretorian. But then again, we've seen that team before, just like, all right, just finger snap and completely bounce back. But so far, it's only to speculate right now. But looking at this right now, we're gonna resume the timer right about now, and we're gonna see one more time, kids and dorms. Another success, or this time maybe Pretorian can break it, but giving out this is the first time it went out, I would say it was a pretty confident one for Machine Soldiers. A few hiccups here and there, but still, they definitely got this place on the hold down. But then again, I think you can agree with me. Once you have sort of like a same structure, like every team plays across, it just pretty much like comes down to the execution of it. And I think so far Machine Soldiers definitely got that one on point. So definitely definitely played this one a million times, so it's pretty much rolling down their sleeve.
Yeah, when you're playing a high level of competition, you're playing against very experienced people, and when you have this much experience, it's a margin of sometimes millimeters that decides whether you win or lose a round, and it's just that fine little, that very fine tuning that you need to be able to win out rounds. And sometimes it's just a bit of early aggression, and I think Machine Soldiers, they've done it very well this game thus far. They've been going for, early peaks outside. They haven't always found success, but when they do, they really find success.
Well, Discount definitely looking to go out for a little bit of success right there, but I think he's going to be a bit too late on this one. But would you look at this? Forever will find one, and that's going to be the counter. Venoms will go down. There goes the smoke, but the Noxic will find Flo once more again. But still, very crucial. The smoke is out, and Sledge, well, you may gonna lose those grenades, but his hammer is not gonna be much of use when they're upstairs, is it?
No, absolutely not. So, Sledge early off the board. The Noxic, he goes for a second run out. Discount was already running out here earlier, set it up for Den to just, do it a second time, and he's able to find success after, the Aruni wasn't able to find that much. And so man advantage now for MS, and minute and 50, minute and 45 on the board, still a lot of time left, but Pretorian yet again, they've lost man count very early on, and they've lost utility. That's flashes off, that's no more nades.
Feels like they're not paying much attention to it, but he's got Discount almost getting one another as well. That's got to be Bombi who comes out unscathed. The Noxic will find forever though. It appears to me Pretorian is not really aware of the situation right now. They don't really seem to get. Machine Soldiers, they just like, they really try to hit aggressive and hard. There you go, there's the Valkyrie. I mean, the Noxic is like his third or fourth kill up on this round already. Colts will find Suki though, but still like, pay attention to those Valkyries. It clearly works out for the side of Machine Soldiers. I mean, like I'm not sure. I think I lost the count track or something, but 3 kills just went off right there just because of him and his cams. So really, dude, I think it's safe to say this round has been a complete utter failure.
Early aggression using those Valkyrie camps to great effect, and Denoxy just not discouraged by previous failures. He just continues swinging, he continues finding success, and Pretorian, every single move that they do is being punished right now. Just every single time somebody goes on rappel, somebody tries to get on a window somewhere, just immediately Denoxy gets there and he gets the ace. That's 5 kills for him in the round. He gets all 5 of them thanks to his aggression, and that's Machine Soldiers continuing their rotation, up 4-0.
A freaking ace, and I think I saw him 3 times run out and get those kills. I mean, seriously, I expect from Pretorian a lot more, especially seeing how they're able to take down, let's say, National League teams. It is embarrassing to the bone. I mean, all credit to the Noxing and his Valk pick, but my oh my, this is not supposed to be happening. You're not in a position to be in this. Like, I'm gonna admit, earlier before, like, I definitely felt like, right, it's gonna be Pretorian just gonna run this through, but holy shit! They're getting squashed massively.
To me, it feels like Pretorian are still asleep. They're not in the game yet, and you can tell with Forever.
Not asleep, not paying much attention, but Jesus Christ. That is embarrassing for a team of that caliber.
You know, Forever found his first kill just last round. He hasn't been that impactful, and he's been playing the Finka almost every single round. He's the one that needs to go for trades. He's the one that needs to get in the building and try to find just anything. But the problem is, usually 2 players from Pretorian get picked off before they even get in the building, but this time it's the other way around as Bombi gets the opening kill onto Discount, who was trying to go for a cheeky aggressive peek over on Split side, but he will be punished for it. And so that's an opening kill for Pretorian.
Well, maybe a tad too aggressive right there, and so Bombi's gonna be able to find this one, but look at this! Say hello to Adrian as he'll find Colts and takes out the sledge one more time again.
Reloading.
Adrian's found such a huge pick on their meeting defense when he picked off the Osa, and this time around he finds the sledge before he's able to do much vert. He gets 1 sledgehammer off and immediately gets taken down for it. And so, man count equal right now, 1 minute off the board. Just these aggressions are coming in from Machine Soldiers so early. There is barely anyone alive 2 minutes into the round every single time. And I don't think Pretorian are ready for it. They're just not ready for these early aggressions. They want to do their structured setups and just go through the checklist of let's clear this, let's drone that, but they're already dead by the time they're trying to do step 2. And Forever gets 1 kill onto Adrian. He takes him down. Bombi is trying to find the player in security, but he drops back smartly, so MS, they might not have man advantage, but they've wasted a lot of time. Colts is down for the count. And they're just going to try and hold on to site now.
Not too many beams in the way of Bombi, I would say right there, but well, they got control of security, they got full send down there, so it's definitely known right there. But then again, getting to the side is, I mean, it's pretty much like overtaking and racing, you know. Getting there is one thing, but actually overtaking is another. Same as you're getting to, well, getting close to the side is one thing, but actually going in and get the plant down, or even that sense, like, get the kills down, that's a whole nother story right now. I don't know why really, but why you need a setup in Big Tower right now exactly?
Noxic needs to be careful. He almost gets himself killed with that little breach that Hibana made after opening up the hatch. He's still alive, but he's taken a heavy amount of damage, so now he's down to roughly 1 bullet. So Machine Soldiers at a serious disadvantage, but you know, time is on their side as well, so Pretorian will have to execute very soon here, and they will have to find these kills, otherwise they will lose the round on time. They really have to start executing. And if MS can hold this off for another 15 seconds, they can win the round. Timer's taken down, Suki gets taken down by Forever. Here comes the execute, 9 seconds. Rafa gets taken down by Denoxy. Denoxy using his shotgun to great effect, he gets 2 kills, Venoms gets another, Denoxy with a 3rd, and Machine Soldiers take their 5th round uncontested.
Absolute squashing continues. A machine. I'm starting like you. I can't
Yeah.
fucking pronounce that name at all. Machine soldiers are pretty much living up to their name. They're like an absolute machine. They're just going through regardless. And with that being said, round 6, and well, if they're gonna win, then we already got match point, and we still got another map to play as well.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
I mean, this
bomb.
defense so far been. I'm not sure where I could say it was close, but see, if the memory recalls, you know, this is Pretorian, the winner of our last Talent League season. You know, 3-0. They went Cafe 8-7. Machine Soldiers, previously known as Barney's Just the Dinosaurs, they won that Oregon 7-3, which again looks to be a big, you know, that seems to be repeating it, and Pretorian won Clubhouse 7-3. So
Attackers are moving out to locate a
still,
bomb and defuse
it really looks like Pretorian has completely lost the footing, and these are our current champs right now from our current season. So
Well, if they keep playing like this, they won't be champions for very
No,
long, and
they're
definitely
not-
not in the Titan series.
they're not gonna claim that Titan Series champ either, but Whew. I mean, granted, more stakes at play, so but still, it looks to be like as you can pretty much say this is a completely, let's say, reformed roster from the side of Machine Soldiers from the one they faced for, well, season 7 grand finals, and I think it is really looking good. But look at this, Colts already spotted one right there. It's gonna be the Noxic, but so far this man has been relentless, and relentless will be the shots of Colts as the Noxic will go down. A huge playmaker out for the side of Machine Soldiers. No advantage potentially gained there for the side of Pretorian.
Yeah, and this is what Pretorian want. 1:15 off the board, they have man advantage by 1. Colts has been able to find good opening engagements, Bombi's been able to trade, but Pretorian really want to play a slow game. They want to execute late, but they just never get to it because the message is so disruptive. But this time around, they're not able to find much success as Den gets taken down early, and now they're going to start burning through a lot of utility, and they're going to be able to actually use their utility instead of having to watch drones while they're dead. And that might give Pretorian an edge here in this round, and they might actually finally break the cycle. But as I say that, Adrian gets a pick onto the back staircase, Colt trades back. And so still man advantage for Pretorian, but Machine Soldiers, good effort. They're still holding on, and only a minute left on the board. Pretorian are going to run into time constraints again, but Rafa takes down Venom, so huge man advantage now. If Pretorian can get an execute down, they can definitely win this round and avoid a match point, at least for now. Suki gets one kill onto Rafa. That's the hard breacher down. That's the diffuser temporarily on the floor, and Forever takes down Discount. It's only down to Tsuki, who gets another kill, 45 seconds, and he has to play a 1v2. He has to hold on.
Trying to run away from the flashbang shots are flying. Bombi on the plant. Coat's the one holding it.
Attackers are
The
activating
swing
the bomb
goes. Well, the diffuser has been planted. The shots are flying once more. Again, a few hits, and there you go. Colts will find it. Pretorian, finally, after 5 straight round losses, will get one successfully done. And we'll go, well, they will go with 1 round into the defense, which, all things considered, is really terrible attack from them.
You know, Siege is a game of 2 halves. Just because Machine Soldiers went up 5-1 doesn't mean that Pretorian can't do the same. The problem is just that Pretorian didn't really feel like they were on top of their game on attack, and if this continues at all on the defense, then they're gonna lose pretty quickly. They need to just be absolutely perfect here if they want to have a chance at still winning Oregon, because 1-5 is really tight to come back from. It's not impossible, but it's very tight. And
I mean, they technically could initiate the reverse sweep, but I mean, they got the one in there, but I At least from the attack side of things, looking, it didn't seem like they were really in with the
10
full
seconds
heart's
to
content,
insertion.
so... Ah! The
5
machine
seconds to go.
soldiers are looking poised as ever, so... I'm not quite sure,
Attacker's objective is to
but I
locate a
do
bomb and
question a
defuse it.
bit the lack of heart breach by the side of machine
Attackers
soldiers
dropped
right
the
now.
diffuser. Attackers recovered
Unless...
the bomb diffuser.
Yeah, this gun has heart breach devices on, the same as Venom, but... Is it? I wouldn't say it's really the utmost effective way.
I mean, as long as you get to keep one of those two alive, you at least get to open up the hatches. And what I'm curious about is discount. He's bringing the Ying. There's no Wamai on, or there is a Wamai, but there's no Warden on the board for Pretorian. They do have a whole lot of grenade burn. They have an Aruni, they have a Wamai, they have a Jaeger, they have all three of them. They're playing a very passive setup, and I don't like that because if machine soldiers break through that setup just once, all of these past rounds have been pretty close encounters and very tight executes from Pretorian, just barely scraping by, and machine soldiers just able to hold on. And if this continues in the second half, then machine soldiers just need to sneak one round past Pretorian to put themselves onto match point. And I don't think Pretorian are allowed to play as defensively here. They kind of have to play aggressively. They have to disrupt machine soldiers. They can't let them do this whole setup because Ying has so much utility to use. She has 4 Candelas, and if they're used and execute properly, then machine soldiers might go into match point right now.
Well, we're gonna have to wait and see how it's gonna pan out
The
for
attacker's
them,
bomb
but
diffuser has been dropped.
so far, machine
Attackers have
soldiers...
recovered their diffuser.
They seems to be deciding on who's gonna get the honor of planting, but other than that, a few camps have been set up for the defense for later on, but no major pushes right there really coming. Adrian sort of letting Pretoria know that they're here, and I'm rather more curious is like whether the Noxic wants to just go down straight onto Laundry and just try to close in on them.
Oh, Adrian just quickly going in to take down that Wamai gadget, and now he's going to go for a nade onto Shaiko. One nade coming out, now an aggressive swing coming out from Colts, and Colts is able to find it. Good aggression, early pick onto the blue player, and now there's nobody on blue for machine soldiers, so in that execute, there's one little flank element taken out, so that's one less puzzle piece for Pretorian to worry about, at least for now. They could, of course, still rotate somebody there, but...
The bomb diffuser.
Pretorian, they have the upper hand, 35 seconds. Machine soldiers are running into the same problem as Pretorian. They're really slowly starting to run out of time. Now the Candelas are coming in. A full flash on Rafa, but 2 kills from Pretorian coming in. Another one from Flo. One gets killed back onto Discount. Discount finds 2 actually, but won't be enough as Flo finds the last kill and Pretorian take their first defensive round.
It seems like the Ying didn't really work out in their favor, because just looking at the kill feed, just like Bombi popping off, it's not... It was pretty much like, yep, this is about to fall and break loose, but hey, 1 round win for the side of Pretorian again, and I mean, it seems to be, well, they definitely want to start that reverse sweep
Attackers
train.
need to locate and defuse
They
the bomb.
definitely want to go all the way to that 7.
Yeah, they've won 2 rounds now. They're finally in the game, you know. They can maybe build some confidence. Maybe they can win this round if they can complete a rotation. I think if they can complete a rotation, there's a chance. But if machine soldiers get a match point within the next 2, it's going to be really hard for Pretorian to get back into it.
Yeah, I was about to say, really, like, as soon as that 1 round is there, then it's like, I would say everything is lost again, but still, definitely looking way better. Maybe it's really like they're at home at defense, same as for the set of machine soldiers, so both teams not really
5
that,
seconds to go.
well, we could say both teams not really that good on
Attackers must
attack,
locate
but
and defuse the bomb.
I mean, so far, yep. So far, we can really say, like, defense has won out definitely for the most. On attack, well, it seems to be quite
Attackers dropped the
floundering.
diffuser.
But then again, we still got a few more rounds to play before we can make a final verdict. And after this lovely, lovely map named Oregon, we will go to Clubhouse. And if everything goes down south for both of these 2 teams, then we'll have to duke it out onto Chalet.
Yeah, for now, still on Oregon. I mean, we'll definitely see Clubhouse. Right now I'm on the fence on if we're going to see Chalet or not, but I think thus far between these two teams, the defense has mostly, I think, dictated the pace of the game. And Praetorian's pace is really slow, and Machine Soldier's pace is very fast. And I think both of these teams don't really know how to handle each other's playstyle on the defense. And it's showing right now because there's a bit of time burned off the clock, and so far no aggression from Pretorian. So Machine Soldiers are able to just move in and take control. But MS aren't given any opportunities to take anything either. They are going to use that nade. It's tagging up Rafa, but ultimately no big damage done. That was close. If it was cooked a little bit better.
Imagine that would have just made a kill. It's like, I'm just gonna guess you're gonna sit in that corner. Boom!
Yeah, and Pretorian can't afford to lose the smoke that early. It would have been a great nade.
Would have been great, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. How does this saying go?
Bicycle chain. Exactly.
Yeah, that's in our native language. The other one that we're presenting it right now. The one that says forever takes down Suki and discount takes down Colts. Well, 1 for 1 each. And with a minute left, Machine Soldiers, they gotta pick up the pace. But then again, we already got the Noxic right there on White Stairs. Ready to battle it out, and there you go. Flow with the swing. He will get the Noxic. Venoms is getting denied by the smoke on the window. Unfortunately, as soon as he jumps up, there are quite too many angles right there. Flashbang goes in, flashbang hits him. Unfortunately, Adrian comes down with the swing on White. It's gonna be able to take that forever. But Flo instead, quick on the snap, takes out Adrian. And with that, again, the smoke blocks off. Venom's decided to rotate on the Whites. He's gonna be able to land a few shots in, but not gonna be able to quite kill someone yet. 20 seconds left. They gotta push in. They gotta do now. Last smoke getting burned off. And it's all now down to this. The movement's gonna get in. Venoms will go down, and there you go. Bombi and Rafa will clean this one out. And Pretorian with another round win.
So far, a very defender-sided game. Just Machine Soldiers able to find 5. Pretorian thus far have found 2 in their first initial 2 defense rounds, and now they're looking to complete the rotation just the same way that Machine Soldiers did the first time around. And I just want to note about that round. Den says he has wide control. Flo says, no, you don't. Adrian says he has wide control. Flo says, no, you don't. Flo just keeps challenging onto White, and he keeps winning these individual gunfights onto the entry players, and that really shut down the round because every single time MS were trying to take onto White, Flo said, no, you don't.
Simple as that, you could say. Right. 2 out of 4. And 3 overall, so crucial side right now. If Pretorian wins this, then are you gonna see the reverse sweep? Yes or no?
If they win this round, they come within 1 round of Machine Soldiers, and suddenly everything's up for grabs. I think this right here is the most crucial round of the game because either MS pull themselves ahead so far that Pretorian have to pull out a miracle to still bring it into overtime, and even then they still might lose. Or Pretorian might tie up the score very, very soon here.
Well, so far, the train has been sent off to Victory Road and Victory Lane, and currently it seems to be not really stopping as the Noxic. We're gonna pressure further in. Let's see what he's gonna be able to find, but so far no great activity shown right there. Suki securing the flanks right there. So far,
Bomb located by
not much has happened.
Wait, Rafa? I thought he was in basement. He's in meeting. Yeah. Never mind. He's inside of meeting. He set up a shield. That was very weird. It looked like he was in the basement, but he's on meeting side and put down a shield facing front side. And that's a good read because Machine Soldiers are going for a front side take. Tsuki gets the opening kill onto Pretorian. That's forever down for this round. And there's an early split push coming in. Machine Soldiers are trying to execute very early on. A plant is coming down. Venom's is trying to... there comes the impact. Beautiful impact. Rafa takes down the planter. Colts gets a second. And suddenly, man advantage, but only briefly, as Adrian pushes himself and gets refragged. Suki gets another kill. It's a 2v1. It's only down to Colts. He's down to 1 HP. He's down to 1 bullet, and he takes damage to the smoke. He almost gets himself killed to his own teammate's gas. He does have the diffuser, but there's so much time to play with. Machine Soldiers might be able to bring it on to match point here.
He might only have a sliver of life left, but still, we just need to have 2 bullets, find the right spot, but no! They're Noxic denies it, ladies and gentlemen! Machine Soldiers are now on match point! Could this be it?
A crucial round victory for Machine Soldiers, just brute forcing their way through lobby. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen that many frontside takes on meeting. It's not something that you see a lot, and I really like it. Machine Soldiers made it work, despite some good impacts coming through to get rid of that Osa shield and deny the initial plant, but ultimately Machine Soldiers overpowering Pretorian and taking that round. Such a crucial round to win, because now you're on match point and you have 3 opportunities to close it out. Pretorian have to be perfect in this next rotation.
Well, do or die situation right now there, because if Pretorian lose, Machine Soldiers will gonna get that map and already have themselves secured themselves up, because after this, again, we're gonna go on to Clubhouse, and well, considering how things are turning out, that I mean, Pretorian definitely needs to win that Oregon in order to secure themselves Clubhouse again, but I mean, just really look at it, it's
5 seconds left.
it's getting closer and closer right now. Bombi placing down those, I don't know how you'd call them anymore. Are they still called volcanoes?
Yeah, I think Vulcans. Something like that.
Yeah.
They're not shields anymore, so they're just Vulcans now.
Yeah, see,
Something
I
like
come
that.
to the time when there were still
Yeah.
shields, and then
Yeah.
it's like, why does people have so many shields all of a sudden?
I remember when he had 3. That was a pain.
Oh. You want to play the nostalgia game? I remember when he had an ACOG.
Ooh, good times, good times. I really like that old shotgun with the ACOG on it. Had some spice to it. And especially when it was very powerful. It used to hit like a truck. Now I mean, it's decent. It's a shotgun still. It's still a slug, but it used to hit like an absolute truck. It was mind-numbing how much damage it did, and it was semi-automatic, so you could just fire away.
Oh. What else can I say, really? Times used to be fine. Either way, before we're gonna dive in way too much into good old nostalgia, and how things hopefully should still be around, if you ask a certain few. We're gonna look in on how Machine Soldiers is gonna do on that. Well, I didn't know the Zapper could do this one, but there you go. 1 volcano is down, and 1 crucial element towards the defense for the side of Pretorian, and that drone going through fire is something I do not approve of, but still, ADSs are gonna get shot out as well, so that means this guy pretty much has secured himself laundry. Like, he got rid of most of the utilities, so now there needs to be people, there needs to be personal interaction from the side of Pretorian in order to hold that laundry side.
A lot of these canisters are taken out very early on, so Pretorian just losing a lot of their util. But only a minute left on the clock, and Colts with an aggressive swing onto bottom. Laundry gets 1 pick, tries to challenge onto Freezer as well. Tsuki takes a little bit of damage, not sure from where that was. But he does get a kill for it. He kills Forever. Forever down again. First member dead for Pretorian once again. 50 seconds, and there's a bit of Freezer control for Machine Soldiers. Not deep Freezer yet, but a little bit of shallow Freezer control, and now they're pushing themselves deep. Adrian is pushing up. He's trying to take a fight onto Colts, and he does win it. Man advantage. Still a bit of time to play with. You can go for an execute here. Tsuki comes in with the backstab, but won't be successful as Rafa takes him down instead. Now Adrian just stalling a bit, but he does find a kill, and another coming through from Venoms, and Machine Soldiers might be able to close it out right here. There's a plant coming through, and Flo has nothing to deny it with. He's not in position. He gets taken down by Adrian, and Machine Soldiers take the round. They take the map, and they move into map 2, up 1-0.
7-3 onto Oregon. A bit of a deja vu considering what we've seen from the round finals, because that went to Pretorian 7-3 as well. So It looks like we're turning around the tables right here. Next map is gonna be Clubhouse, and boy, oh boy, this is gonna be it for later. But don't you all worry, we're gonna join you all onto Clubhouse in a second, as we're gonna give both teams a bit time to rest, to refocus, and prepare themselves for Clubhouses. Gonna be the crucial question whether Machine Soldiers is gonna close out the deal in a 2-0, or whether Pretorian still got some fight left, and we'll try to initiate the reverse. Join us in just in a few moments.
Top lane's dead. Bombi takes out Zenith. Bombi finds the 17th, but Danny with the swing and the trade back as Adrian finds a double. But the gold is down without 3-3. Very, very winnable here. Adrian, still very low HP, but no thinking to boost them back up. On the side of Pretorian, all 100 HP. Going for the flank was Rafa, but when he dropped back, shot down on the corner. That will be forever. And there goes the 1v3. Adrian finds
Kill there on towards Spliz, but he does, I think, maybe a smart thing you'd have to say in terms of gun skill, but Spliz is taken out there. Just the Thermite going in, and the Flagman actually able to be gone down. Zawok gets another kill, Hunter trades out immediately, but Liquetta gets another. It's a 2 versus 1 situation, all up to Liquetta. He gets a triple kill in the van, a beautiful kill on towards that piano, and he's looking for the, going for the defuse. Will he stick? No, pros do not fake. And look what happens if you fake. No, he manages to get the quad kill. And what a way to start off.
But it is what my extra is trying to do. You can tell that they obviously do not want to give up this second or first floor by any means necessary. But it always gives away his life by any means necessary. Player called Coles, and that's one of your main entry drivers off the board. Pretorian right now are working some type of pinch towards this meeting hall area, and there you go. They get the only player that exists on this first floor. But what they need to be focused on is SCP's position. He's already moved himself inside of Attic from the bridge stairs, and they don't even know it. He's on top of the hatch, but it's a nice read from Bombi, who gets his second kill in the round.
Really. We saw the Aruni get a lot of frags in the previous round, a 4K to be specific. That needs to replicate itself here. It will not. Bombi shuts him down.
That's great, but Suki does get that pick from Coles, and that is a huge pick. He's gonna try to fish for another one, but doesn't manage to get it at all. And instead, Danu managed to swing and get him, Suki.
A lot back armory as he gets down, and Adrian also gets down to finish off by Danny, finds double kill in the round. That's 2v3 and Danny finish off Adrian with the hatch, and Danny finds a double. 2v2 now, they know where both the players are, but Danny very low HP now on both sides. Just now, 150, then there's cover. He just has smoke grenade, giving him a primary close line. He is smoking it, will go for swing, it's shut down. Danny finds a quad kill on the very first round. You have that one kill, which just opens the door. Bombi. We're going to see what comes with any. A bit of revenge on him, but it will be taken straight back out by Adrian. And I mean, one door opens and another door opens for inside of BTD. Bombi will find a second, but I mean, it's looking unrealistic to winnable. But I mean, nothing's over till the end. Group 5 comes out. He will run a triple. Trying to take 3 kills. He finds one. It's a left up to 1v1. I don't think he knows he's there. He will go for 3. Finds a quad kill. The 1v1 from the 1v5 actually. The 1v4. Stun actually. He's gonna find a new angle for Bombi. He's gonna swing around and he finds the ace.
Well, hello. Guess who's back? And guess who's back for another map? That's right. We're back here with Pretorian versus Machine Soldiers. We're gonna continue this lovely feud out on Clubhouse. But before that, we're gonna inform you again, for anyone who has missed out, Oregon was 173 by Machine Soldiers, and still here next to me is Reference, and my lovely dear Reference. Right down onto Clubhouse, and well, what can we expect?
Oh no.
Oh, hold on. Let's see if you get 8 for 8. Go on,
Oh,
rapid
that's a
fire.
good
Quick.
question. All right. Hebana, Thatcher, not specifically in that order, and then I'll go with, I guess, Mirakide again. First one's Hebana, even in that order. It's
Well,
gonna
look
be
at
a
this.
Thatcher now. I am.
We got 1 out of 4 for this one, so let's see if we're gonna make it 8 for 8 overall tonight. See, this is a game I always like to play. Just predict like the operator bands.
I mean, between these teams, it's been easy. It's been very easy.
Yeah, very much you did it.
Oh, an ace ban.
Oh!
Thatcher's on the board. I have a ban. This is something to get excited about.
The first blemish. A few years ago, I used to do this quite a lot, and used to bet and used to win quite a lot as well. But, well, you got 1 out of 2 so far. Let's see, 2 for free or 1 for free. Well,
Yep. I said Kite Mira again. We might not see the Kite because Thatcher is on the board, so Kite is not that big of a threat. But, I mean, it's still very standard bans. Praetorian might still go for it anyway. Yeah.
there you go.
I am 7 out of 8.
See, even if you get the K banned, it pretty much renders Thatcher useless, I would say, because that's pretty much like the only thing you sort of think of. So it's
But on this map, you know, even with the Kite off the board, I mean, I think that Kite is the strongest when it comes to hatches because he's the only one that can electrify hatches effectively. You could put a bandit charge on a hatch, but that's not gonna do anything, but you could.
Yeah, I mean, you could. It's just pretty much a waste of a battery.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
speaking, actually, it's like, you know what I would not want to see? Classic cash hold, bandit, burn my Thatcher, and get that fucking puppy open. Give me that. And one thing we definitely have, although I'm not gonna say for sure, because attacker repick is a thing which I deem fucking hilariously stupid. Thatcher and Fermat are still on the board as for now. Well, let's hope it stays like this. I would massively welcome it. Simpler times, you know.
I am massively worried for anybody that plays Bandit on Clubhouse in the year 2022 because Bandit just gets bullied on this map nowadays. I remember when you used to be able to Bandit trick both of the main walls on top floor. Nowadays, you try to do that, you get naded, you get shot, you get stunned, flashed, and everything, and all at the same time. It's impossible.
To be honest, I would do it like this. Place batteries, show that I'm here. Well, let's say get some sort of indication they're trying to do something. Then literally just move my ass out and just jump down the stairs and just be like, unleash hell. And be like, this wall stays closed. Fuck off. And then pretty much continue getting my batteries down again.
It's a good approach. I think nowadays, you know, you need a lot more aggression because otherwise the attackers are going to take all of that space for free. So, I mean, you can do it. It's going to work better than just trying to sit on that wall because all that does is going to get you naded.
Flo, don't know where you're looking downstairs. I mean, the hatch I can understand, but I don't know what the hell that angle below would be, but hey. At least we're gonna see a wall gonna get open very soon as Venom's got the... is gonna do, well... How does the famous line go again?
I don't know, 3rd time's the charm?
No, not this one. The one for Thermite.
A really big fucking hole coming right up.
There you go, I finally made him swear! You finally... Welcome to the Tyrell Show! Insulting and swear words are finally here and back! Finally! I got him to do it. Anyway! A big, really big fucking hole coming right up. Definitely surely has happened, but unfortunately I see no contest right there either, so it's leaving me to question a bit. you need both sides. Even someone who is way too fucking old for this game knows this shit.
There's
So-
2 minutes off the board, and MS are still outside the building, concerned with.
Yeah, but
breaches.
first of all, that and the other one is like, I believe they got jacuzzi open, but no one there. That's no bueno.
I think Pretorian are probably as confused as I am because there's no aggression coming in right now. I mean, machine soldiers are doing the most like basic things in the last like 40 seconds. Come on, do something. I'm poking machine soldiers with a stick here. Do something.
Do something. What? Doing something they're gonna do. They're gonna drop down too, but they're gonna get quickly put up thanks to the finger boost right there. Adrian will not gonna be able to find one, but it's gonna be the Noxica will find one. Bombi immediately counters it off. Forever will find one. Rafa will find two, and only down one person left. It's gonna be Discount the Thatcher, who just got a few seconds left. The swing will go through and not gonna connect. Rafa finish it off with 3 kills, and ladies and gentlemen, Pretorian will start off with a round victory, and I think it's the first time to say for this tonight, they are in the lead.
They start on defense now. They get a round on the board a lot earlier than last map, that's for sure. But they also started on the defense this time around, and it was a good round from Rafa, but ultimately that came down to machine soldiers just not getting in the building. They're not doing anything. There's like 30 seconds left. They're finally executing, but Pretorian come out on top with the kills because Pretorian are just sitting in corners holding angles. And then, you know, they just shoot.
Pew pew. Pew pew. Down you go. Blood is no. Bleed in peace. Yeah. Look, I don't really know what to say anymore. It's like, they've been doing this a bit
10
too
seconds
long
left before
at this
insertion.
point. It's getting to be, well,
5 seconds
I'm
left.
running out of shit to bridge through. Because who will not fucking know about this setup? You all fucking seen it a million times over.
I mean, the one thing I could note down is
Hold
that
on,
there's a
hold
fuse
on.
in play.
I was about to say, what the hell is that fuse
Yep.
doing?
I mean, it's basement. This is the one side where it maybe makes sense. A lot of vertical destruction.
Yeah.
You can put it on hatches
nah.
now.
Wait. You can put it on reinforced hatches?
Yeah, you can put it on reinforcements in general now. You can shoot them from the other side on reinforcements.
I think I might gonna touch siege again.
I mean, Fuse right now is he's still pretty situational because you need to make use of those, you know, clusters effectively. But the LMG is currently meta.
I used to be a National Leagues coach. I definitely know when to use them. Even though it means like it was 3, 4, 5. Wait, when did I stop? Anyway, way too long ago. I still know when to use them. And with no, I mean every single time I fucking feel like to now.
Do you have them counted on both hands? The number of times you got to use Fuse.
There is more. I need more than 2 hands to count for that one.
Okay. I just feel like he's, compared to a lot of other operators at least, he's very situational. It's hard to make good use of Fuse. Oh, that rhymes.
How to say, with a lot of force and a lot of will, you can make anything work. And sometimes a bit of creativity. But you need to be... Oh. I see, it takes a bit of time.
Yep.
Basically makes a... Oh, now I know where they got that one asset when Outbreak was still a thing, where they got the asset recycled. There you go.
Attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
We found it.
Again, 2 minutes off the board. Machine soldiers, I mean, there's no aggression coming in from Pretorian, so machine soldiers are able to just take anything they want to.
They're
But
doing some floor work still, but it's
Yeah.
not enough, really, at this stage.
they're not being contested, and they're still struggling to set up for an execute. And so they're just gonna get cut down in the execute. Oh, there we go. Aggression coming in on third side. Rafa's getting flashed out. But Venoms and keep that Adrian, they both have to retreat as they're getting smoked out, and so they're just coming into dirt way too late. Forever gets a kill on Tatsuki. That opens up the round. Pretorian 5v4, still man advantage. One more canister in pocket. Now only 20 seconds left. Dirt is definitely not going to be lost at this point. It's going to be way too late for it to have any impact on the round. Discount gets a kill elsewhere. Rafa still holding on to dirt. Flo gets a kill. Denoxy gets a kill as well. It's a 3v3. Rafa just holding on to dirt. He gets one injure. He tries to find the second, but he's not able to do so. So actually dirt control gained, but so little time now. And Pretorian are able to come out on top with the last few kills. Again, it's just too late. It's too late.
Well, 2-0. I feel like we might. I think I cursed this one. I think we might gonna see the opposite happening to Oregon like previously. So, because right now Pretorian is running away with the defense, and there's really not really, I would say. They definitely have good upper hand up right now. So, oh boy. Kids, remember, anytime you have plans or something, or you want to make someone want things into it quickly, it's not gonna happen. You're forced with overtime and whatnot. That's lesson number 1.
What I have to say between the two teams, you know, outside of cursing the scoreline, which is something that casters are able to do, you know, we just have that power. We also have the start game button, apparently. It's not down to the players, it's down to us.
Yeah,
don't tell anybody, though, it's a secret.
Forget your aims and whatnot and strategy you done. They do not matter. I mean, they do matter, but they do not matter in your performance. It's just basically us pretty much telling what's going to happen.
Yeah, just pay the casters. Pay the casters.
Yeah.
I'll take money to curse people.
Take money to curse people.
Why practice when you could just pay the caster?
Just get like the holy water or something and just like throw it on them. It's like, you're getting cursed. You're getting cursed. Well, Venoms with the Maverick on a certain cash wall is, well, I have very bad memories. But if Venoms proves himself to be competent, which
not quite.
Nah.
Come on, Venom.
Give it
Please.
a second.
There it is.
There it is. But in the meantime, we're gonna lose forever up on this round because this gun's decided to put a bullet between his eyes.
Forever is trying to go for some aggressive plays. I see him dead first a lot for Pretorian. I think he's doing similar things to Den, but you know, unlike Den, it's just not working out for Forever.
Wanted to make a joke, but I couldn't.
That's just how it is sometimes. Rafa is aggressive. He was trying to get a pick onto the player on bottom garage there.
I mean, honestly, I would have been surprised if we would have really gotten this one, but hey, look, in the meantime, we're going to see 2 kills fly out from the side of Pretorian, and Tsuki and Discount will be removed from this round as Adrian is looking... Well, there's some few grenades missing for his tactic, what he's going to do, but I guess man up, get the balls to iron, and just walk up right there on the catwalk, and there you go, you'll find codes! Giving his team the control of catwalk effectively. We still got someone underneath, but I believe that was Bombi, who now got taken out by the Noxic, and there you go. Machine soldiers are finally in a great position to really close into deciding at the plant down.
I mean, who needs nades when Colds just fucking peeks you for free? Colds, what are you doing? There is no nades in pocket on the one player that's below garage. The other 2 players have nades, but they're in the wrong position. What are MS doing? And somehow it works out for them because Colds peeks for no reason. Pretorian are at a man disadvantage. Machine soldiers, they're up 3 versus 2, and they have 25 seconds. They can go for an execute here if Venoms can get himself in, but I think Flo still has he still has a C4 on hand. He can deny the plant once here. Adrian gets himself in deep. There's the C4.
Yes!
Venoms. Now 15 seconds. Adrian reattempting the plant now. No more denial. There's still 2 smoke canisters though, but the player on breach gets taken down. Flo is just on fire right now. Adrian down to 1 HP. Flo is trying to tag him, and he will be able to find him, and Flo is able to win out the round just barely. And Rafa using that smoke canister way too late, but Flo doing all the work, getting that round for Pretorian just about.
It looked like a round victory for Machine Soldiers, but in the end, it came crashing. Damn.
That was a great hero play from Flo to be able to find that round, but why are Machine Soldiers not baiting out that C4? They must have heard it ripped like 3 or 4 times because Flo kept putting it away. You definitely heard that. And if you didn't, then you should just kind of know that the mute probably still has a C4. Unless you didn't drone correctly. Which, I mean, you know, anything is possible.
Well, somebody could blame the good old sound.
You can always blame that, but if you have good information, you don't need sound.
That is true. Actually, met someone who was deaf. And he played rank. I'm not sure if he was deaf, but that guy was popping off, for sure.
I mean, he must have, you know, usually the other senses are enhanced, so he probably has pretty decent eyesight. So maybe he's good at picking out players, just, you know, holding angles, just good reaction time.
I think the intuition on like when to run out was pretty very well, so... Or maybe, well, then again, he only took really the gunfights. Hey, that's all another story.
What? That is filthy! Colts! How are you able to do that? Just a random wall bang through top garage. A good crosshair placement, just pre-firing.
Stereotype, I'm Thatcher. I'm dying in the first 30 seconds. Oh yes, you did discount. You're back at being a pro Thatcher. Oh my god.
A really good pick. That's Thatcher off the board. That's a lot of utility for the attackers gone, but Colts doesn't know that Thatcher's off the board. He killed somebody through a wall. That was absolutely filthy.
I'm speechless, yeah.
I mean, Venoms gets the wall open anyway. I don't think there's a whole lot of denial brought. There's only mute on Bombi, so the walls are still going to get open even with the Thatcher off the board early on. But I just, I don't know what to say after what Colts did there, because I feel like a crime has occurred and he's just gotten away with it.
Crucial point would have been Rafa closing himself into pretty much into cash, but completely abandoning it. I would have wanted to see a little bit of fight, but then again, it's working for Pretorian very good so far, so who the fuck am I to complain about what they're doing?
Yeah, I mean, why challenge Machine Soldiers if they can waste time on their own, you know?
Yeah.
Right now, I think the meta really favors teams that know how to attack, and I'm sorry, but between these two teams, defense rounds are being won because neither of these teams know how to fucking attack the game. They don't know how to attack Oregon, they don't know how to attack Clubhouse, and it really shows between both of them.
Well, at least I can sit there and be said like, well, attack is the most important thing, and you all better need to fucking learn because defense is literally just anyone can do it at this stage. But speaking of attacks are working well right now. 3 people are falling! Excuse me, even 4 as Machine Soldiers are tearing Pretorian apart. Rafa sees it, waits on the shots. Wolf not gonna be able to kill one as well. Venoms will do it. And with that, I'm not quite sure. I believe that's now a flawless round for the side of Machine. No, excuse me, not discounted fault earlier. There you go, you ruined it.
Nearly.
Wanted to say that was like a flawless round for Machine Soldiers, but this guy fell dirty, but still an absolute squash just happened. And it's not after 5 rounds. Look at this. Machine Soldiers got this one after. It took him about 4 to 2. But still, we got an attack in, and it's not at the very end, so... Finally, something's happening.
I mean, the Soldiers still have an opportunity to even walk out of this half with an even scoreline, which would be massive considering how these teams have fared on Oregon right now, and they might be able to take it 2-0 if this continues. But for now, it's only one, it's quote-unquote only one round. I mean, it's an attacking round. it's pretty decent, but you're looking for at least a second to come out of this half, you know, fairly well. Just discount ruins the flawless round by just being the Thatcher main and just dying immediately right out the gate.
5 seconds to insertion.
Oh boy.
Attackers objective.
I also wanted to mention, I think it was Rafa in gym there in that 1v4. He had good he had good trigger discipline there to not immediately go for that kill, but sadly it doesn't pay off because he waits too long, and also the gun doesn't do enough damage for him to get that kill through the wall, so he doesn't even get to finish it. He only gets an injure, so no kill for him on the scoreboard either. So nice attempt, but ultimately Machine Soldiers overpowered Pretorian, and now Pretorian going back to the basement, just waiting on Machine Soldiers to just waste the time for them. But I think the Soldiers are catching on. They're picking up the pace. They're going a bit quicker. They know that they can take the space, and if they do so, and if they win a few fights, but no, as I say that, Caster Curse Forever is gonna get a kill instead, and Adrian taken down first. That's the Finka off the board. No more healing for the attackers, and immediately Forever pulls himself back. So 5v4 early on. Pretorian just playing a passive game now.
Slightly curious on how the forwards is gonna work out for this count, because, well, see the 1, 2, 3 uses right there. But,
A bomb has been located.
now they're gonna be wondering on how he will gonna be able to perform and how he will be able to get a few utilities out right there, especially with, well, oh, that's a bad to say, especially with a mute, but we don't have one. But we have a bandit though instead, and flashbangs are gonna get thrown out right there onto Rafa, and if everything was correct, I think his shield got popped right there, so the explosive bombs are definitely working out, but still, there is a shotgun, and that shotgun is still quite deadly. Who would have thought the shotgun is going to be deadly up close?
Who would have thought?
Mind-blowing. Well, this distance not anymore, as they have to gonna walk away. Colts in the meantime will find one, and that's gonna be the Noxic who will fall, so no more fuse, no more clusters.
This was better on the third push from the Soldiers. They're able to take control a lot earlier. Rafa has to pull himself all the way back to blue, and there's 2 smoke canisters already used, so better pace coming through, but they have lost 2 players, so despite, you know, going a bit quicker, they've also gotten a bit reckless, and that really has cost them, as both their LMGs are off the board for the round.
Well, Suki is going to be able to get that hatch open, does a bit of groundwork right there. Discount. Looking for an angle, looking for a head to find, looking for just a pad of body to just put a few rounds of lead through, as same for Venoms. And they know there's someone right behind there. Colts will find one. That's going to be Zuki. Venoms will find Rafa though as Flo. We're gonna take out Discount, and there you go, Flo with another. The Machine Soldiers taking the L for this round, and this. Well, 4-1 for Pretorian, and that I guess we only seen one round that became a good fluke for the side of Machine Soldiers.
Although I do have to say that the second basement attack was, I think in terms of what they did, in terms of how they set up, what they were going for was a lot better than the first time around. It's just that they lost like every single one of their individual gunfights, and at the end of the day, Siege is still a shooter. You still have to win your gunfights, and I mean Pretorian did that round, and so they're up 4-1.
I love how you adapt. The Siege is still a shooter.
Yeah, still.
Finally, someone has learned it.
I mean, you can do anything you want, but if Citizen wins 5 gunfights, it's over.
It's again. I think I fucking got how far I'm gonna go back.
5
They had like 5 entries or something. 4 entries G2.
Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
I mean, they pretty much had 5 flex players. They had 5 players that absolutely knew how to play the game, and they knew how to shoot. And that's why that Penta G2 roster was such a potent roster. You don't see that nowadays. You have strict roles, and you have people that can't shoot, and then you have people that don't know how to make decisions correctly, and you put 2 of those on the team to try and compromise.
Those who can shoot, we've seen always on support, and those who can shoot are usually up on the entry side. Seems to be
Yeah,
like
but
it
I
hasn't
feel like
changed a lot.
everybody should shoot. Everybody should shoot.
Yeah, do you want this to become more like Call of Duty? Yeah, do you want this to become more like Call of Duty? Where like all of your gun skill needs to matter and just a bit of your role as well, for your understanding?
Well, no, I think Siege is a unique game in that aspect, but I just don't want people absolutely whiffing the most free kills of their lives just because they're on a support role. That doesn't excuse them just not hitting the broadside of the barn.
Well,
Venom's is struggling on that wall.
thank goodness I'm
There we
not
go.
playing them.
He does get it open, but last time he was challenged, this time around, Pretorian just keeping themselves passive a little more. They could have challenged him again, honestly. They could have done some damage to the Maverick for free.
Located by attackers.
Because he's pretty slow on that. Bombi getting the opening kill. There we go. Bombi's finally in his element. He's doing things that Bombi does. He's just ratting around the basement somewhere and he's able to find an opening kill. Ooh, a barricade prevents Den from doing anything to Bombi, who is, in the meantime, got himself over to oil. Bombi is everywhere. This is what I like to see. Oh, burn coming in from Colts. He's getting burned out. There's an aid coming in, takes a lot of his HP, and now Adrian is in the same position as last time. Colts, please. If you peek him again and you die to Adrian like that, one more time.
Come on! Come on! I
Adrian
want to
aggressive.
see it! He runs out, and there you go! History repeats itself! And Adrian will find Colts again on Catwalk, but I believe there is an ace up their sleeve, and it has the name Bombi. Just waiting to explode up on machine soldiers.
A bomb
As long as no drone is gonna get him out, he's gonna be safe. The Noxic will find flow. Venom's precautiously aim right there, but he's obviously not gonna spot someone anytime soon, though. Rafa out there with the smoke denying him with the last 30 seconds left. Plays need to be made, and machine soldiers need to get their asses in there. Bombi climbs up. And taps one. There goes Adrian. He needs to find another one. He squashes out. He's not gonna do it. Venoms will get him. But still, one goes down. 2 versus 3. Rafa and Forever still can do it.
bomb diffuser has
His
been
machine
dropped.
soldiers are creeping in. They run through. The Noxic will find one. Forever finds one as well. Rafa goes down. Follow Emma with the
Operators, you have run out of
C4.
time.
And Pretorian wins it out. The time goes fair. Oh my god.
That was
The
a
energy
cluster.
is...
I don't know what to say about that round. There was so many things happening at the same time, and I feel like multiple blunders at the same time lead to a scrappy execute, and ultimately Pretorian win it on time, thanks to just a C4 kill, and Forever winning out that round again by the skin of his teeth. And Pretorian move up 5-1 in the first half, just like Machine Soldiers did on Oregon in their first half.
Bombs as they
And now
can.
Pretorian move on to the attack, and they have to show the same thing that Machine Soldiers have shown on Oregon. They need to show that they can close out this game and that they don't
Discover the
struggle,
location of a bomb.
so that they don't throw this away.
You know what would be funny? If it was exactly a 7-3 scoreline going out. Just for the side of Pretorian. And then we go to Chalet, where we probably end up in around
10 seconds
15.
to insertion.
I mean, what-
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure
5
we're
seconds
moving on to that already.
right now it's looking like a mirror match. I think you've cursed it.
Moving to defuse the
I
bomb.
blame you. I take no responsibility.
You take no responsibility.
Yeah, it was me. And that's only because nobody has paid me. Otherwise, I would have said something.
Oh. Actually, come to think of it, I think Tripper needs to mute me for this one a bit. Not publicly criticized, but yeah. Well, we'll leave this one in the latter half because I'm pretty sure we're gonna go to map 3. So, but hey. Either way, Colt's doing a fine job as the Maverick and not fucking up and screwing up royally as a certain CL nearly Pro League team did, and as one of my teams did. That still haunts me till up this day. Anyway, looking to be good right now. Adrian getting spotted. Drone goes down. Information has been gathered. A few shots. He's gonna go through the wall just to scare away a potential attacker. And well, an explosive ending to the man with the torch. The skull's gonna get blown up by the Noxic.
There we go. It's back to machine soldiers dictating the pace on the defense, and they really want to go for early engagements. They want to take early fights. They're given one. They are able to take down Colts, but other than that, Pretorian have them kind of boxed in, and Bombi's able to get a kill onto Den. Forever pushes himself in and gets a kill onto Adrian as well. He takes down one of the side players. And with 1 minute and 10 still left on the board, Pretorian have man advantage. Still a 4v3, and I mean, there's some steps done for Pretorian. They have gotten the walls open, but again, they're stalling right now, and they need to make sure that they don't stall for too long.
And now, time's ticking, and well, look at this. Flo will be able to find discounts, reducing down further the defenders and machine soldiers.
Drop the diffuser.
Oh, it's looking Rainbow. Venoms will find a massive shot, but it comes to Akasa's. Flo will find Itsuki, and Venoms, the last hope for machine soldiers right there, is taken out by Flo. And ladies and gentlemen, Pretorian have match point.
That actually looked like an attack. I am impressed. We've seen one attack from machine soldiers that worked out in their favor, and quite comfortably so, but Pretorian, much better pace on their attack. Immediately, right out the gate, they get all the steps done, some early aggression, they lose Colts, but they just go through the check marks and they just get all the kills that they need, and that's the Pretorian I like to see. They do things step by step, and at the same time, they're just winning all their gunfights, and that's how you win games.
The 101 Siege How To 101.
Shoot.
Shoot. Hit. Hit at the right spot. Don't get hit. There you go. Do that in set time frame, and then you're good.
I mean, it's another unique aspect about Siege. No matter what gun you're using, all you need is 5 bullets to kill the entire enemy team, because it's a one-shot headshot game. Any pistol, any fully automatic, any semi-automatic gun, if you hit the head, they're dead. And that's exactly how that goes. So, if you're good enough, all you need is 5 bullets.
So technically, you just need your shotgun, and if you just aim exactly at the head, like ADS, then always 1 bullet will go exactly where you hit. The rest will spread out.
Yep.
So that's why people can usually. That's why you sometimes see people with shotguns shooting out cameras just from ridiculous distances.
And I mean, it's not too unrealistic. Buckshot in video games is often stigmatized as being a close range weapon. It isn't necessarily just close range. It's a very mid to long range kind of
really
caliber. It depends on what kind of gun you're using and what kind of ammo, of course.
Depends the spread as well.
But it is effective at longer ranges, unlike it is displayed in most games. And this is why I like, for instance, the slug variants in Siege. You have shotguns, but they act like DMRs. And, I mean, that's kind of how a slug works, not really, but you don't need those specifications for the game.
I don't know which game it was where I always like to run with a slug shotgun, because it's like, can squash anyone up close and can squash people from a far in distance and be like, yep. But yeah, generally, I think like shotguns really only have one utility, and that is to open line of sight. Unlike, let's say, a 5.56, which is made to shoot a certain head of a certain. The zombie who takes out the knockback and going a bit back into more the action and into the game again. We're seeing right now machine soldiers dropping bodies a bit. Flo is the only one that's been taken out by the side of Pretorian, but still, recharges are now gonna come through. Pretorian is looking ever more closely to seal the deal with this one.
Despite the half switch, Pretorian are still keeping that pace, and they're still keeping this
Located by attackers.
just structured oppression to just keep machine soldiers down. It's working for them right now. Pretorian is winning gunfights majorly. They lose players early sometimes, but I mean, that's a price that you're willing to pay if you end up by winning the rounds. So 35 seconds left on the clock. Man advantage still for Pretorian. If they go for an execute here, they can trade their way through the enemies and they can go and comfortably win out this match 7-1, and we will go to a map 3 if they do so. Bombi coming in from blue. It looks like it's a blue and church side execute. Tsuki gets the opening pick. Bombi pushing himself into side now, trying to challenge onto the players. Tsuki gets a second for himself. Bombi now gets a kill onto discount. It's a 2v2. 10 seconds left on the board. As both the players are in, Rafa is trying to go for a plant. He stops momentarily. Bombi just has to try and cover him against two opponents. He has an LMG, he has a lot of bullets to cover with. He gets one, he's on a triple kill. He has to find his fourth, and he will be able to do it. And Pretorian close it out 7-1.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, the 7-1 victory for Pretorian means one thing. We are going to go to Chalet to decide on who's gonna advance. And with that, means one more time, we're gonna go into a short break as we need to prepare ourselves, same as with the teams for Chalet, to see who's gonna come out on top and who's gonna win this one out for it. We'll be back in just in a few seconds. Stay tuned. We'll be back very short.
Top lane stairs. Bombi takes out Zenith. Bombi finds the 17th, but Danny with the swing and the trade back as Adrian finds a double. Of cold and Danny now 3v3. Very winnable here. Adrian still very low HP, but no thinking to boost him back up. On the side of Pretorian, all 100 HP. Going for the flank was Rafa, but he dropped back. Shot down on the corner. That will be forever. And there goes the 1v3. Adrian finds
Kill there on towards Spliz, but he does, I think, maybe a smart thing you'd have to say in terms of gun skill, but Spliz is taken out there. Just the thermite going in, and the flagman actually able to be gone down. Zawok gets another kill. Hunter trades out immediately, but Lequeta gets another. It's a 2 versus 1 situation, all up to Lequeta. He gets a triple kill in the man, a beautiful kill on towards that piano, and he's looking for the going for the defuse. Will he stick it? No, pros do not fake. And look what happens if you fake. No, he manages to get the quad kill. And what a way to start off.
But it is what my extra is trying to do. You can tell that they obviously do not want to give up this second or first floor by any means necessary. But it always gives away his life by any means necessary. Player called Coles, and that's one of your main entry drivers off the board. Pretorian right now are working some type of pinch towards this meeting hall area, and there you go. They get the only player that exists on this first floor. But what they need to be focused on is SCP's position. He's already moved himself inside of attic from the bridge stairs, and they don't even know it. He's on top of the hatch, but it's a nice read from Bombi, who gets his second kill in the round.
We saw the Aruni get a lot of frags in the previous round, of 4K to be specific. That needs to replicate itself here. It will not. Bombi shuts him down.
Doing, but Suki does get that pick from Coles, and that is a huge pick. He's gonna try to fish for another one, but doesn't manage to get it at all. And instead, Danu managed to swing and get him, Suki.
a lot back armory. As he gets down, and Adrian also gets down to finish off by Danny, finds double kill in the round. That's 2v3 and Danny finish off Adrian with the hatch, and Danny finds a double. 2v2 now, they know where both the players are, but Danny very low HP now on both sides. Just have 150, then there's cover. He just have smoke grenade, giving him primary profile. He is smoking it, will go for swing, it's shut down. Danny finds a quad kill on the very first round. You have that one kill, which just opens the door. We'll never see what comes of Danny, a bit of revenge on him, but it will be taken straight back out by Adrian. And I mean, one door opens and another door opens for inside of BTD. Bombi will find a second, but I mean, it's looking unrealistic to winnable. But I mean, nothing's over till the end. Group 5 comes out, he will find a triple, find a 3 kill. If he finds one, it's a left up to 1v1. I don't think he knows he's there. He will go between, finds a quad kill. The 1v1 from the 1v5 actually, the 1v4. Stun actually. He's gonna find a new angle for Bombi could swing around, and he finds the ace.
Hello, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for the third and last time today, Pretorian versus Machine Soldiers. It all comes down to Chalet, but before we're gonna go dive in there, and before Rippins is gonna play the another operator band bingo, we do get a little bit of announcement because Talent League Season 8 qualifiers are also open now and also live as well, so if you want to compete in there for some lovely money and for some good competition, then it would be the best time of your life to do so. With pretty much everyone in summer break, you all got definitely time for it. Even if you're a fun and squash team, come on, just sit in the ranks and have some fun in there. But with that being said, it's now time to dive into our beloved match, Pretorian versus Machine Soldier. Chalet, here we go.
All right, I really want to. I'm 7 out of 8 right now. I'll go with some standard things. What is standard for this map? I'll go with Flores. I'll go with Thatcher. I guess it's really boring, but yeah, I mean, already one of the two attackers. All right. I'm also expecting Kaid and Mira again, just because it's been Kaid and Mira the last two maps, and I feel like these teams don't care what the ban on the defense.
I'm a sick Cade and a Rooney.
A Rooney, that's an interesting ban.
Well,
there we go, Flores.
9 out of 10. So
9 out of 10, yeah.
11 out of 12. Here we go. Are you gonna get an A or not?
I think one of Kaid and Mira is definitely gonna be in the bans. There could be a funky ban, but yeah, there's Mira.
Yeah.
And since Thatcher's off the
10
board,
out
then
of
it's
11.
Pretorian. Pretorian is banning, and they banned Thatcher. No, they're gonna get rid of Kaid. Yeah.
There you go. 11 out of 12.
What can you say? It's a natural given talent.
You could say so. Well, 11 out of 12. That is very impressive. Media whippersnapper with whatever fucking some stupid fish.
Fish.
What the fuck? I know. It's like when some Americans trying to be like you're all old and whatever and
Attackers
shit like
need to
this and
locate
like
and
you're
defuse
green
bombs.
behind the ears. Oh,
A
you young
whippersnapper.
Yeah, it's
Attackers
something
have
like this.
located a bomb.
All right, I'm correct on 11 out of 12 bans, and the only exciting ban this game was the one I got wrong. It was an ace ban on Clubhouse. That was actually kind of interesting. I was all there for it. It meant Thatcher was on the board, it meant Maverick was on the board, but everything else is just so
To be
standard.
honest, it didn't really change anything.
It didn't change much. I mean, sure,
Nah.
Thatcher was on the board. It was used a few times, but the teams mostly went with Maverick because I feel like it's their comfort zone. They're just used to Thatcher not being in play. So just nothing new, nothing innovative coming out. I think out of the two maps that we've played, the most innovative round was Machine Soldiers going for a frontside take on meeting on Oregon. That was actually interesting. I like that. But so far, not a whole lot that these teams are showing me.
And for anyone who's just tuned in, so the scoreline right now is Machine Soldiers 7-3 on Oregon, Pretorian 7-1 on Clubhouse. So between them, it's now all gonna go down to Chalet. And well, we're in the tournament bracket. Who is gonna? Well, let me have a quick round. Trippin, who is good? Well, the winner advances to what final again? Oh yeah. That's a semi-final, ladies and gentlemen. After 3 maps, we're able to tell you about this. The same as Suki will find a grenade onto Colts. But this is the semi-finals, and the winner of this will go on to the playoffs. Rafa will eliminate Adrian. Meaning it's a 4 versus 4, and well, the shots on the shield are definitely hitting, but there you go. Forever will find one. Venoms will find Rafa, though. And here you go. Picks after picks. 2 versus 2. Now, Flo will find this count, and it's all down to Venoms to do that attack. And it's 1 minute 40 left. You got plenty of time, but boy, oh boy. Did they all just decimated themselves and just in a couple of seconds. Forever goes down. It's Venom's 1 versus 1 against Flo. Can he do it? Diffuser is upstairs, so there's not much. He needs to go up. Flo needs to anticipate him at the right moment. But look at this. He's underneath. They're switching levels. They're switching floors. Venom's gonna listen there closely. Am I gonna be able to do it? Or Flo's...
Attackers have recovered their
Excuse
diffuser.
me, or Flo will just take him out and Pretorian will secure himself the first round.
It's so tight. These two players have missed each other for so long. Venoms has already gotten 3 kills in this round, but he needs a 4th to close it out. Flo's still alive. He's gotten 1 kill for himself, but if he can't find the second, then the first one will be in vain. Still 40 seconds. So much time for Venoms to play with. And now he's starting to approach the side. He's going to walk into the crosshair of Flo if he continues going through this doorway. Timer ticking down. Flo just not moving. Like a statue. Venoms is the one that has to move. He's the attacker. He's trying to get a plant down. If Flo pushes him now, he can get it. He goes off the plant. And Flo actually gets the kill. And Pretorian are able to close it out. Such a good attempt from Venoms. But 3 kills all for naught. As he's not able to find the last one.
Round 1 goes to Pretorian. And again, we see once more the defense rolling through. Well, it's only 1 round, so a lot can happen still. And interestingly enough, I see a Thorn. That's,
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
been a while. I mean, it's not around that long. Yeah. I mean, a thing.
I mean, you know, there's other options to Thorn, but she does just by herself bring quite a bit of good utility. The gun is...
Help me for a second. What the hell does she do again?
Okay, so she has a timed explosive that works a bit like a proximity alarm. So it goes off when somebody steps near it, and then after a bit of a delay, which makes the gadget quite weak, it goes off. So you should put it into positions where people are stuck for maybe 2 or 3 seconds. Yeah.
Basically a cop gun trap I can place everywhere.
Attackers'
But it
objective is
kills?
to locate a bomb.
It kills in a certain range, and there's a delay timer on it. So if you walk into it, you have a few seconds to walk back out of it, or shoot it, or die. Just do nothing and die. Those are your options.
So, whoever died from it?
There's a few opportunities where you can die to it. It's a bit like dying to Florestron, though. It's very hard to get a kill with one of those. It's more like an area denial. It's a few seconds of area denial, and it's a bit of information because it does make a little beeping sound and then it explodes. So you know that a player was there just a second ago. But
Yeah, not
Other
gonna
than that, it
lie,
doesn't really do much.
I prefer them frost traps. They'll at least instantly just snap and just, you know, get fun.
yeah, the gun is personal preference. She does have a fully automatic secondary. And she has a shield, so, you know, the operator by herself has a good bit of utility, but a lot of people like, you know, they choose to go with Frost instead, for instance. I think that's a very good comparison, because Frost has similar utility, and instead she has the Frost mats. So, just really up to what you want to do.
Well, Venom's for sure. He has one goal in mind, and that goal is to open the wall above him, but I guess they seem to be stuck in delaying it out further. As Colt's still got the piano under his side of control, and well, there you got your big, massive hole right there. But still, so far, no, well, not much bullet exchange, you could say. The Noxican one got lost a bit of HP, but right now it's, I'm quite sure if he's using his finger boost exactly the way he should be.
There we go, a nade onto the mute jammer so that they can open up the dining wall. And this is starting to shape up to be a fireplace execute. They're trying to execute and plant on dining side. And for that, they need a little bit more control. And for this side, you don't want to push the top floor out completely unless you're fully committing to it. But it's already too late for machine soldiers to do it. You just have to hold upstairs to make sure nobody retakes it and you don't get flanked. And then you have to execute onto the side. Right now, there's some smoke canisters coming through. I think in the last 45 seconds, there's still 2 canisters in the pocket of Forever, so he can smoke potentially for the rest of the round if he stays alive inside of Kitchen in the late round. And so machine soldiers will have to do something about it. Adrian going in with a grenade onto top floor. He doesn't connect onto the player on half wall, and he does get challenged on piano. but nothing coming from it. Still a 5v5, 25 seconds. Oh, there it is. The nade onto Colts and another nade onto the Noxic onto Forever, but 1 kill back from Rafa, 1 kill back from Flo. That's top
Double
4.
trouble!
Presence,
Double
regain.
trouble twice! Double trouble twice as Rafa as well puts out a C4, and Flo is gonna get taken out by Adrian. Rafa and Bombi versus Venoms and Adrian. I see a few shots. There you go. Adrian will find out the Rafa. Bombi will find Venoms, and look at it with an eye blink. There you go. Pretorian wins once more.
Some of these rounds that Pretorian have won, especially on the last map, and it's continuing as a trend on this map, they've come down to such tight margins. It's a 1v1, there's like half a second left for the player of Soldiers to try and get that last kill, and they're not quite able to find it. And so Pretorian, again, just such a close round, and they're able to come out on top just barely. And if the previous 2 maps are any indication, we might be looking at another 5-1 defensive half.
Wow. I'm still having to process a bit, what's the Lord doing here?
I mean, technically, right, if you go off of utility, in terms of raw utility, Tachanka has around 50 seconds of burn using his firebolts. The problem is getting to using them effectively, because either you die earlier on, or they just kind of walk through it and ignore it, because the firebolts are a little bit smaller, and they don't have visual obstruction, unlike Smoke, right? So Smoke is still the uncontested area denial king, but Tachanka is up there, and if you use them correctly, on certain sites, on certain setups, it can work. The question is, did Pretorian prepare well enough, or is Rafa just picking this for the gun?
Well, we're gonna have to wait and see how it's gonna pan out for him, but unusual pick to say the very least, for sure. So, hey, we've seen stranger things happen, and well, I guess we all wouldn't mind to see him doing well with the gun, but the Noxic, I don't know what you're trying to look for, but let me tell you, there is no one down there really that's gonna threaten you anytime soon. You have to see a blue smoke which is running towards it, but that's just purely because you keep wasting bullets in there. But anyway, Adrian is gonna jump up the... Whoa, shot's gonna go through! Colts will take out Adrian! Plan workout seems to work. The Noxic not gonna be able to quite bait out fully Bombi down there.
They were trying to burn Colts out of position, but the nade gets caught by an ADS, and Colts instead finds the kill, and he finds a second on Tatsuki. That's the 2 players on Library both taken out, and he's able to hold on to Mezzanine, and they're just not able to dispatch him. There's another player inside of Library, and Colts is completely alone. I'm not sure why he doesn't have help. Venoms takes him down, and Overview coming in means that MSF brought one back. It's still a 3v4 for them. They're still at a disadvantage, but at least they've cleared Colts. At least they've gotten some control, and now they can start going for the main wall, and they can start setting up for an execute.
Well, we see Flo is gonna open up a few more line of sights right there to try to deny the execute, but seems like Machine Soldiers are getting more and more determined to just pull it through finally. I don't know what discount seems to be. Bathroom window right there, or excuse me, piano window perhaps. But so far, Venoms, well,
that is a curious breach.
Yeah, that is. I don't know how you do it, but
it's they didn't clear the mute jammer. I don't think they have the utility to clear it. Forever takes down Venoms as well. That's the thermite down. That's the diffuser down on the ground. 40 seconds. But they couldn't clear the mute jammer, so they had to breach the side, and a raw push coming into Piano, and Forever takes that push down. 1 nade kill coming back from Den, but it's all down to Discount, who's on Highway, and he has to go for 3 players, and Bombi, just proning on the footholds, is able to find that last kill, and that's Pretorian taking another defensive round.
Well, with that being said, I believe I saw it just pop up, yelled, a timeout has been sent. So, Machine Soldier is trying to figure out on how they're going to be able to win this one and how to make really sense of it. But right now, 3-0 for Pretorian, and it's looking more and more like I would say it looks more and more like their clubhouse, because that's good. Running away with the lead a bit of this one. Maybe one odd they're gonna miss out on the defense, but Machine Soldiers, their attack game is not working out at all.
I think it's a good, it's a good round to call that timeout on. You've just lost a full rotation, and now there's a timeout to try and slow down the momentum of Pretorian to maybe talk about what you can change in the second attempt on all of these sides, because Pretorian are likely going to try and do the same rotation again, right? And so now you can try and see what you can do differently over what didn't work the first time around. So I really like going for that in the third round, or alternatively in the second half you can go for it in something like the ninth round. It's really good to stop momentum. It's really good to figure out what you're doing and maybe get, just sneak a round or two in. Just talk about like an easy to fix mistake, or maybe an opening that the players didn't see before, or maybe just to reset the mental.
Well, they definitely need a reset after this one,
Defenders,
so
protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I mean, let's be honest, like, when you play and when you're getting, well, when you're losing, what is your first basic instinct you try to do? Is it try to figure out what you make wrong, or is it try to, even if you don't know what's going wrong, try to hype up your team?
I think, like with a lot of things, I think it's a compromise of both of them. I think it's important to be in the right mental state to still win rounds, to not be out of it right here, because if you give up after 3 rounds, well, then you're not going to win any games.
Well, feel good, play good has always been my motto, and, well,
Yeah,
I think
it's very important.
Attackers are heading out to defuse
Yeah,
the
see,
bomb.
I learned this one whenever I would say first dived into COD, because it's hard to say. Like, I try to work it out in Siege. I mean, if I'd still play, like, I would try to keep the mental up as fast as possible, even if you're getting outgunned as heavily, but, like, at least you need to be in the belief that you can do it.
I mean, there's a weapon skin in the game. It's not available anymore, not for purchase at least, but it's still, some people do own it. It's for an APAC team. I think it was Order. No longer in APAC currently, but they have a weapon skin that literally says it's 95% mental on it. And I do think that's the case. And as I say that, Rafa gets a kill from the hatch as a jump in comes in from the Noxic, but it's not going to be successful. And the trade coming through, Colts is able to find a kill, Venoms trades him back. And so now we're at a 3v3.
It's looking better, but still 2 minutes left, and we're already down by 4 people in total, so going a bit down too fast, in my opinion, or at least not comfortable enough for Machine Soldiers. Flo at least gonna be able to get tagged up, so that's gonna aid out a bit more of the side of Machine Soldiers, but still, like, smoke's already coming out, so yeah, we definitely see things getting played quite a lot quicker right now.
I mean,
But
losing
still,
players early, it's something that hurts the attackers more than anything.
one wrong move, and there you go. See? Forever learned it the hard way.
He steps out of line, he gets taken down for it.
Rafa looking to hunt down his prey, and Adrian says no to it. Flo, the last one left with half HP, so he attacked up massively as well. Could this be it? Could Machine Soldiers found their mojo back and get around? Venoms is definitely sure gonna plan, and Flo not gonna be able to do much about it except getting stunned. Flo is running back, and he's gonna find soon the angle they're holding him through. He is pinned, he can't move, he needs to make the shots land and stick as well, but I think he's pretty much trapped at the moment right now. Because as soon as he's gonna peek out, he's gonna land in someone's gunshot. He tries to pre-fire every thinkable possible corner he can imagine right now where someone could be at, but the time's running low. He needs to do something. He needs to get defused, and maybe they're all far away, but no. Venoms is here, ladies and gentlemen. Finally on Chalet. Machine Soldiers win a round. And an attack one at that as well.
There we go. Right after the timeout, Machine Soldiers are able to find an attacking round successfully. They break the streak of Pretorian. They get one on the board. They did this last map. It was the only round they got. Let's hope that Machine Soldiers are actually able to continue that momentum a little bit more. If we see another 5-1 half for the defenders, like
Attackers need to
it's
locate
just
and
so
defuse the
repetitive. I want to see something else. And Machine Soldiers, they've given me a taste now. Give me a little bit more. Just one more round.
One more, and it might turn really could really turn everything back into their favors and turn this all around. Boy, oh boy. I'm curious. Either Machine Soldiers found out their groove, found out their mojo, and to be able to do it. Pretorian let this thing slip up a bit too much, but regardless of this should be a huge boost for the side of Machine Soldiers, and those should show them that they can do it if they want to. But it's gonna be a mountain to climb still.
I mean, we don't have an insight into their voice comms, but something must have happened in that timeout that caused Machine Soldiers to turn this one around, because I mean, there was a lot of early brawling going on. They went head-to-head with Pretorian, but ultimately the mid and late round looked very comfortable, and I feel like they must have done something in that timeout for them to have it work out in this one.
I just come to think of it, I now found a new idea what to do. I might could be able, well, maybe that's gonna be an idea to the Lovely Dear Trip at next season, perhaps. Let's see if we're gonna be able to do some in-game voice comms.
That would be nice. I've seen it in one or two esports where they have voice comms live, and it's really great because it gives you an insight into what the teams are doing, not just on a surface level, what we are all watching here, like Adrian getting an opening pick on the Colts, so Colts going down early, his aggression not paying off, and that's an Asami down early. That means no more Kiba barriers that charge up over time, instead taken down early, so no more of those. A Breach coming in, Flo is just sitting in a corner, and now he pushes through Breach, but he doesn't see the player next to him. And he gets taken down by Venoms. Venoms on the staircase, able to find the player, and so Pretorian, it looks dire for them. They've lost 2 players already, quite early on. Flo and Colts down for the count in this round, and still a minute and 30 left to play with. There's so much utility for Soldiers still left. They still have a nade, they still have 4 smokes. Oh, they have 3 nades. Adrian still has 2 nades in pocket. That is huge.
Smokes, grenades, everything's still lined up for them. And all ready to be unleashed by the last remaining 3 of
Here comes
Pretorian.
one. Oh,
He's
beautiful.
gonna get it as well, Bombi! Why did you let this happen? Shots are flying out, Forever will find one, but this count as well. There goes Rafa, Forever the last one alive, and this count will find a Machine Soldiers. Another round's gonna be added to the points tally.
We've broken the streak. It's not going to be a 5-1 half, not for either team. There's 2 rounds on the board for Machine Soldiers. There's 3 for Pretorian. This is a really good attacking half for Machine Soldiers. That timeout really came in handy for them. And now they're just starting to ride on that momentum. They're starting to gain confidence. If they can find another one, if they can get a 3-3 split on this, then they're going to move into that defensive half with so much confidence.
Like that, I mean, so far defense for both teams have really played out, and Machine Soldiers finding right now the attacking rounds to really gain the momentum there. So, oh boy, if this is gonna go out 3-3, and let's say the defense has a few hiccups here and there, or perhaps even, well, I think we might gonna be in here for quite a few more rounds than perhaps possibly thought, but still, the momentum definitely is there, and they're making great use of it. And for anyone that is a Machine Soldiers fan right now, this is your time to cheer for them and give them your strength and power, because they are doing it for you all.
And remember, whoever wins this, they're qualified for the playoffs. This is the upper brackets. Whoever goes through just goes right to playoffs. They really want that because it means they don't have to play another game. They don't have to fear that they might be eliminated before the exciting stages of the Titan series.
Speaking of, for the other side, for the other half, this Friday actually at 19 says we still got a game as well, and that's between Team Invictum and Aura Esports. So that's gonna be pretty much deciding on who's gonna join. Well, the winner of this match, but essentially up for it. So don't miss out on this one. But in the meantime, we're gonna see Suki fall to Colt's discount getting down, but up and dead again as Venoms will find Floater, but Flo is not gonna go out with Elise taking out discount. So everything is going.
Better start for Pretorian. They have man advantage right now. Still 2 minutes left to play with. Again, these very early engagements. These teams are so aggressive and clashing almost immediately. Soldiers putting on a high pace, but that comes at a high lethality cost. They lose a lot of players early on, and that means they lose a lot of utility. This hasn't happened in the last round, but it is happening now. They were able to turn it around last time they were on bar side though, and Venoms gets a kill before Rafa trades one back onto Adrian, and Venoms is in the site. Venoms is on site. He's playing right next to the half-wall on default plant spot. If he can find a kill or maybe a plant here, it would be huge. Denoxic would have to cover him. They see the stock player. They know where the stock player is. The smoke canister comes out. Oh, Venoms retreats. So just getting away with his life. A bit of early aggression. It forces out a smoke canister, and you still have the two players. Venoms and Den, they can still do something, but they're at a disadvantage.
Things are looking grim right now for the side of Machine Soldiers. The Noxa goes down. Venom's the only one left. He will be able to fight forever. But unfortunately, Coles has the right means to shut him down. And Pretorian will go 4-2 into their attack. Well, now Machine Soldiers is on the defense, and well, this might gonna look, well, Machine Soldiers just need to get the defense straight. They gonna secure themselves to take it to the playoffs, or Pretorian will have an absolute slaughter fest on their attack, and we'll see them go into the playoffs. And my oh my, from I would say a disastrous Oregon to a brilliant clubhouse for them to Chalet right now. Phew! We'll see. Champions usually stay champions, so pretty much they're gonna look to add another title onto them.
I mean, Machine Soldiers took a good first map, but ultimately Pretorian did get a 7-1 on Clubhouse. It was very decisive what they did. Sure, they started on the defensive half and went up 5-1 immediately, but their attacks did still look good on Clubhouse. And the question is, what are we going to see here? Is it going to be a Pretorian that plays like they did on Clubhouse on attack? Or is it going to be a Pretorian that plays like they did on Oregon? Because I think there's a huge difference between the two Pretorians.
That's for sure, but regardless of it, I'm gonna first explode one more time in the form of sneezing, and the other time would be to see the first shots flowing out. But you could see now both. Whoa. There's a saying, when you sneeze, the things usually are true. Both teams have definitely grown way closer to it together, so that's true for sure. But still, I'm not sure what to say, like which of those two teams are gonna have the upper hand right now, because so far it's been a bit of actionless, a bit of stare from the side of Pretoria, not really much gains of advantage. Machine Soldiers still quite spread out as well. Still having quite a lot of control. And what the hell is even the site? Because I'm following Suki, and boy, where is he running?
First of all, a bit of a late bless you.
Yeah.
On that sneeze, but yeah, like you pointed out, I mean, we're on the defense now, but Machine Soldiers are still playing it like it's team deathmatch because they're everywhere across the map. We can see that Suki was in the basement, and it's a top 4 defense, so Machine Soldiers just extending as far as they can within the confines of the map, and as we know from Den on map 1, I don't even think the map confines them, because, you know, Den was more outside on Oregon than he was inside.
Yeah, you could say they're definitely taking advantage of each inch of the map, or at least of the building they have.
Absolutely.
I doubt we ever seen like an outside defense where something is literally out in the open, but yeah. They're definitely taking advantage of everything necessarily mean right there possible, but regardless of this, we're gonna see Pretorian work their way through and work their way through machine soldiers as well. Rafa will find two. Here comes the Noxic trying to deny and trying to fight back, but Forever immediately has him covered. Oh, look at this. Adrian with the jump out. He's gonna get Forever. Rafa, Coach, and Bombi are still left. And the diffuser has been planted. Discount and Adrian need to find quickly the kills and quickly the defuse as well with less than 30 seconds. They need to pick one. They're gonna be able to. There down goes Rafa. But still 20 seconds left. They need to find Colts and Bombi quickly or try to sneak it through. Colts will find Adrian. It's all down to Discount. Who needs to do it in one swing but can't, and Colts will do it. Pretorian win the first attack.
All right, we're breaking up that defender-sided match from the previous two maps. A lot more just action going on for the attackers here. Just what a beautiful read from Rafa to spot that all he has to do is get the piano player, just absolutely gun it for the site, and then plant right next to the sofa. He does it. There's a plant coming through very early into the round, considering how we've seen some of these executes shape up, especially with machine soldiers on their previous half. A lot of these rounds came down to bare knuckle brawling in the last 10, maybe 5 seconds. But this time around, Pretorian, they spot an opening, Rafa sees it, he takes down the Banshee, and then he immediately guns for it. And that's what gives Pretorian the round, because they can just play post-plan, and despite a good retake attempt coming through from machine soldiers, they run out of time, they run out of positions, because suddenly they have to play the attack, and we've already seen how that has went for them in the first half.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Interesting enough, a whole roster shuffle for the side of Pretorian, so I pretty much evaluate the previously made plan, but hey, if Pretorian win this one, we are already sitting at match point, and I would say I'm not sure if machine soldiers are able really to sustain that pressure, but whatever they're gonna do now, either they go so aggressively and throw Pretorian off. Well, there you go. It's definitely doing it. So Discount will find Bombi. So there goes your Lion away as well. Massive pick. And still, many say Lion is too strong. And well, you haven't seen me play and haven't heard me complain about him. So anyway, Lion off the board for the side of Pretorian. So off to a bad start and off to a great start for Machine Soldiers. But look at this. Flo will find Venoms. That's your smoke out. Ouch.
So two hugely important picks. It's equal man count, but Pretorian have lost flashbangs. They've lost the overhead scanner that Lion can use to pin everybody on the defensive side in place, and Venoms is down for the count. That means no smoke canisters coming out this entire round for machine soldiers, so they have to play on aggression, and the Noxic does it. Then he gets a kill onto Flo. That's man advantage back into the soldiers' favor, and just like last time, they're extended really wide, but Colts just goes into the side, but he's taken down. He gets revived by Forever. He might be able to pick this up. No, Discount takes him down instead. And now Rafa goes down as well as he's trying to trade his way into the site. And this is looking like a machine soldiers round. As there we go, Den gets Forever, and machine soldiers find a round. They're alive on the defensive half as well, and they bring it back to a 3-on-5.
What the hell just happened? I couldn't even see that quickly. It just all went flying by. Everyone just dropped dead.
Just like the previous round, Pretorian saw an opportunity to just go for the site, but this time around it was punished accordingly by machine soldiers. They were just able to capitalize on Pretorian thinking they've seen an opening, but instead they just get clamped down on, and machine soldiers are able to find their first defense.
Well, they need to continue this one, obviously, but I don't think you don't need me to tell you that all again, but my oh my, it now really comes down to the wire. Machine soldiers need to get their momentum back, and well, continue out from here on out. Well, right now we see Pretorian. Well, I'm not quite sure if switching up their whole lineup is really working out for them because they're moving away from plans and they need to stick to something. They need to get a plan going again and not just think so much, maybe try this. It seems like they're a bit of they're not feeling all too confident anymore.
They're trying to contain machine soldiers. They're playing the Jackal now, which is a roam hunter. They're playing the Lion, which pins people in place. He's very oppressive with the flashbangs. He has a lot of utility. But they're not able to do it as Den, yet again, he finds Bombi first. This Lion twice in a row now is finding absolutely nothing as he's down first within the first 30 seconds. No flashbangs used, probably no even drones used at that point. And so Bombi is immediately dead and he gets to watch cams for another 2.5 minutes. He's not going to be happy about that one.
I don't think so. This count is looking worse for wear, you could say.
They might be able to recover him though. I think he's yeah, he does get recovered. He was fairly safe. So despite the injury, no finisher coming through from Pretorian, and so it's still a 5v4, still man advantage for the soldiers. And
I mean, he doesn't have much HP, so it's not really like he's gonna be able to swing out and try to take gunfights anymore, but still. I mean, he substantially has been weakened in this position.
It's good damage coming through from Pretorian, but ultimately they're not able to find a kill up until now. Discount actually getting finished off. Trying to fall back to the side. Colts takes him out, so I'm not going to give him that opportunity. And now 4v4. Pretorian yet again just taking a full map clear. Half the round is gone, and Pretorian have gotten control over both the second and the first floor. So now they have to take onto the basement. They've still got the thermite alive. They're still gonna go for the walls most likely. This is looking to shape up to be a wine execute. Oh no, actually, I think the thermite is droning front side. And there we go. That's the mute jammer taken out. That's the main wall open. Now Rafa is rotating, so just opening up that wall to put on some pressure. That's something I can always recommend. Forever getting another kill onto Den. So that aggression now starting to backfire for machine soldiers, and Pretorian find man advantage. As with the man advantage, oh, Flo's trying to aggress. He just gets rid of that Banshee. Still 40 seconds. And still a bit of utility left for the side of Pretorian.
No.
2 kills coming through. Just this defense is falling apart for machine soldiers. It's only down to Venoms. He's in a 1v4. 30 seconds left. He tries to challenge onto main stage. And he gets clapped by Flo. And that's match point for Pretorian now.
Cue the music! Because it's time for the dramatic of closing it in. Pretorian, 1 round away to seal the deal and make this one shut and secure themselves the spot into the playoffs. Machine soldiers, they need to find 3 rounds or Pretorian will go home as the victor tonight. Man. I am sweating for sure. Not just because of the added pressure, but also because it's goddamn hot in my room. Like, fuck this weather right now.
I can relate. It's not that warm outside today, but I do need the lamp on that so that you can even see me, and I have the window closed because there's some noise outside. So
it's not that warm, but still, you gotta shut everything down. Because I live literally at the fucking main street, so I hear traffic passing by all the time. So I need to close everything. So
absolutely.
The fan is not really helping, but if you're a fan of for machine soldiers, it is time to give your support and all of your energy into them, because they need it now more than ever.
Pretorian are on match point now. They have 3 opportunities to close it out, and they've been playing without Bombi for the past 2 rounds. Keep that in mind.
Hey, really?
Yeah, Bombi's been dead so early the last 2 rounds. It's just Den getting opening picks onto him again and again. Twice he's played the Lion, and twice he's been taken out in like 25 seconds, tops. And this time around, 20 seconds have passed. Bombi's still alive. Let's see if he can survive another 20.
His arch nemesis, you could say, up for this one, but Flo is taking a lot of damage. But don't worry, we got the Finca, we got some boost, lads. no big deal up on this, but look at this. So far, no early picks, no early kills, nothing that's aiding machine soldiers right now, but Colts with the nuke is gonna be a bit of a sneaky one out there. But look at this, the Noxic will find Bombi, and Bombi again not gonna be contributing much to this game either. Or to this round, I have to say, because
He says unreal. He's mad himself.
I definitely agree with you there, but Rafa is gonna take out Discount. So that's the Melusi off the board, but still you gotta deal with those pesky with what the goddamn call again, I don't know, but Venom's with the C4 onto Forever, cutting down more onto Pretorian. As Pretorian essentially right now with 2.5 out there. And there's still 4 of machine soldiers to squash.
Fa advancing onto jungle side. He does get challenged for a little bit, but no damage taken. And now Venom's, he's still trying to swing aggressively out. There we go. Rafa spots another opportunity. He gets himself into the side. 1 injure. Another kill coming through onto West Main side. And Rafa enters the side. A huge 2 picks from him. And now Pretorian are finding multiple picks. Suddenly, it's a 1v2. Effectively, as Colts is down on the ground. It's only down to Den. And he has to find 2 other players. And Colts might even be recovered. A hatch drop coming through from Den. He's back onto the side. This is going to be tight. He's trying to find a swing onto 1 player inside of Dining. Not quite able to. He's behind the bomb, just trying to use that angle to his advantage. He gets tagged up trying to cross over to West Main side. And both these players have his number. They know where he is.
A little bit of free fire is going to work out. Free fire's going to burn. Flow's going to go. He didn't do it! They clutch up the Leipzig fights the 1! And Venom got the down as well. How did they do? Impossible! Holy moly!
Oh my god,
He
Pretorian
actually
had
did
it! Pretorian had it and they throw it away. The Noxic is just able to find 2 of those players with some incredible shots onto Dining side. He finds that clutch, 1 player on the floor, the last 2 trying to challenge onto him. He finds 2 incredible headshots.
Attackers need to
And
locate
Machine
and
Soldiers are
defuse
still
the
in
bomb
this.
if they can.
2 more rounds and they go to overtime.
Attackers have located a bomb.
I was that ass sure Pretorian's just gonna close this one out with the 7th free, but oh my! Unbelievable! I'm really missing the words. Goodness sake. Well, once more again, Pretorian is some match point, but
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
how could this be the turnaround, or?
Pretorian are on match point, but they have a dwindling lead, and Bombi has been taken out first 3 times in a row now. If it happens a 4th time, if he gets taken down early again, no, Den takes down Forever instead. And yet again, the Finka is down very early into the round, not even 20 seconds off, and Forever's already off the board. Den is so aggressive on this defensive half, and he's able to find success again and again. Why are Pretorian giving him these individual picks over and over again?
I have no idea. I really have no clue, but I guess they want to make it exciting or something, because otherwise there's no explanation really for it. But then again, that's pretty much what we've seen on Oregon. They're not paying much attention to either. Look at this discount from all upstairs. He finds the whole true. Bombi will find discount though, but again, Pretorian not paying too much attention around their environment. And it's costing them... And it's costing them manpower.
Yet again, so early on, 3 players dead already, not even half the round is gone. And Pretorian have to restructure their take. They've lost 2 players. They've lost the Finka, no more healing. They've lost the Maverick. They can't get that stock wall line, which I assume they were trying to do. And instead, Venom's, he's going to be able to just continue playing inside of stock. That is a huge pick for Soldiers to get Maverick before he gets his job done. And so now Soldiers at an advantage, but Praetorian still with a lot of time left to play with. The C4 coming out won't connect onto anything, as there's no player inside of the site just yet. So Adrian's C4 is gone. Still 2 impacts left on the Noxic, but other than that, not much left for the defenders.
Explosives going through. To do absolutely not at all. It's still 3 versus 4. The bomb has been spotted by the side of Pretorian, so they were close by someone. Adrian tries to swing, but unfortunately he's not gonna find a bit of the LMG of Colts. The Capital doing his best of work right there to find a swinger through the pre-fire. Colts goes down. Oh, look at this. Flo will find Suki. It's a 2 versus 2. Sledge and Lion against Smoke and Melusi. The smoke canisters goes out the second the fallen. Bombi takes out the Noxic. It's all down to Venoms. Can he do it? Or will Pretorian prevail? And we'll close this one out. The flashbangs are flying and Flo goes in. Ladies and gentlemen, Pretorian wins 7 for Chalet and win this matchup as well. Pretorian will go to the playoffs. And my oh my, has this been an exciting one? Phew!
After not being able to close it out in that round on Kitchen, they are able to close it out here on Bar. Again, so much early aggression from Denoxic, and I have to give him huge props. He was able to keep his team into that game for so long because he's able to find Bombi over and over again. And we could see that Bombi was starting to get really unhappy with those picks, but finally, that's the breakthrough in the 2v2. Bombi finds Denoxic, and that opens up the round for the attackers to finally win and close it out. A 7-4 after a 7-1 on Clubhouse. So Pretorian, I think I might have been on target with saying that they weren't really awake on Oregon. They were just really slow in getting into this game, and now in the best of 3, Machine Soldiers gave them a good fight, but Pretorian still able to come out on top, and they're gonna go into playoffs, and Machine Soldiers will have to go into bottom.
They forgot the warm-up scrim apparently, because that's
that's what it looked like.
Then, but well, congratulations to them, and well, with that being said, it's now time to end it here. Massive thank you again for everyone who's been watching, everyone's been following. Just once more again, Talent League Season 8 qualifiers are now open, so it is a perfect time to sign yourself up in there. And maybe perhaps go play and join the league in there. There's still 2 leagues obviously to conquer as well and to compete in, so please do make sure to join our Discords for all the signups as well. And also, if you join our Discord, then again, there might be opportunity for you to help us out here, keep this place running alive and running well, because sometimes myself and Reprints, well, we also do deserve a bit of holidays, so we need some people to jump in for some casting, for some producing, for some observing, or even just help out to run the league as admin, staff, whatever not. So please feel free also to join and inform yourself and pretty much annoy us right there to join and make sure we're going to be able to deliver you a great show each and every day of the week. Well, so far only from Monday till Fridays as going so far, but hey, please do make sure and don't forget to sign up. Season 8 qualifiers are live now. This was Reference, I was Tyrell, and I wish you all a very good night and a good evening. Friday is, I believe, Team Invictum versus Aura Esports, and that's going to be the last decider for the playoffs. But with that being said, once more again, good night, goodbye, see ya!